Welcome to Seize the Day with Reverend Ken Alozie.
Today I'm going to be talking on the principles of greatness part 2. Last time I started with reminding us that God doesn't make anybody great. He simply gives you the seed of greatness inside of you. So what you do is, whatever happens with the seed in you happens to your greatness. Though God does not throw a man down from heaven and say, you must be great. He planted in every human being the seed of greatness. So what happens to that seed affects your greatness in life. Today, I'm continuing with the fact that your greatness is determined also by the environment and the kind of people you associate with. The environment and the kind of people that you associate with determines your greatness too, to a certain level. And I'm going to take you to the book of Luke chapter 8, verse 5 to 15. It's a very long passage. I'm not going to read it. But I'm going to tell you, it's a familiar story. The story is about a sower who went about sowing his seed. You know, some fell on the wayside and were eaten by birds. Some fell on the rock and then were drowned by the sun. Some fell on the thorn and then were choked by the thorn. And some fell on the fertile soil and they grew. Now, think about that. Those ones that died, what happened to them? Was it the fault of the farmer? The seed represents the word of God, which also can apply to our potentials and gifts and whatever. And then, of course, the soil represents the environment. The soil texture represents the environment that we interact with every day. So now the question is, those ones that fell on the thorn, on the ground, and died off, they didn't grow. What was the problem? Was it the fault of the sower? No. The sower had every good intention for the seeds to grow. Was it the problem of the seed? No, it wasn't the problem of the seed. The seeds were tested by the sower before he brought them out. They were preserved before they were brought out. So the problem was neither the sower nor the seed. The problem in that passage was the environment, the soil texture. The place where the seed fell was not okay for the seed to grow. That was what killed the seed. Remember in the first principle, I told you that the greatness that God has given to us is in the seed that we have in us, our potentials and our gift and whatever. How does that affect us? You see, the truth is that the people you relate with matter a lot in your life. The environment you find yourself matter a lot in your life. If a foolish man follows a wise man, he will end up becoming wise. But if a foolish man continues to follow a foolish man, he will die being foolish on earth. That's the simple truth. So what we have to do when we're on our journey to greatness, we must first of all watch the people we work with. I'm not saying that you can achieve it by carrying somebody's big Bible, carrying somebody's big clothes. No. But I'm talking about sitting down, picking something from a wise man, picking something from a great man. You know, one of the things I cherish so much doing in my life is I love to sit down and read the biographies of these great men of God. These great men. I have some of their biographies. I want to know how they climbed to where they are today. Because nobody just grew up and become great. They started from somewhere. How did they fall when they were beginning? How did they struggle before they come to where they are today? So when you interact with great minds, those who are already great, who are already making success, then they will show you the secret of becoming successful, and you become successful. But when you interact with people who are foolish, who are wayward in the society, who have no business, who have no aim, believe me, brother, you can stay with them 100 years. You can never amount to anything. Because a foolish person will beget a foolish person. But when you follow a wise man, through interaction, through questions, you begin to understand things. Can I tell you also that the environment you stay matters a lot? There are certain environments that are going to destroy your potential. When you get to an environment where your gift is not encouraged, when you go to a place where your gift is not encouraged, where the potential is not given a platform to thrive, then it's going to die. The seed that fell on the thorn died because it does not have any ground, any better ground to flourish. The one that fell on the rock could not grow because it fell on a very bad soil texture. But the one that fell on a fertile ground was given, thrived immediately. So the environment you find yourself matters. You stay in certain environment where you don't receive encouragement to your potentials, where you're not given a platform to rise, you are going to degenerate and die. So watch the people you follow and watch the environment you find yourself. Do you know also that the books you read can also contribute to your greatness? The movies you watch can contribute to your greatness. The songs you watch, everything around you has something to do in part in your greatness. Please, I encourage you today, begin to find yourself among great people. I'm not saying that you should put your head anywhere and beg your way through. No. When you see any opportunity to get close to a wise man, a successful man, a great man, please don't disdain them. Don't be jealous of them. Go close and find out what made them successful, and they will give you the secret. One of the problems we have today in our society is because of jealousy and unnecessary criticism. When we see somebody who is doing well, instead of trying to love the person and grab what he has, we begin to compete and criticize. It doesn't make you better. Criticizing another person doesn't make you better. It cannot even stop the person from becoming better. The more you criticize and hate, the person continues to flourish, but it's affecting you. Because the secret of getting loved is to love. So I enjoin you today to wake up. Look for a good environment. Any environment that can help you to succeed. Any environment that can give platform to your grace and to your gifts and your potentials to thrive. Stay there. Don't run away. And if you are in a place already where you are not having the opportunity to thrive, to express yourself, I think it's better to show your way out. And if you are living with somebody who cannot contribute anything in your life for any day, please, it's time to say bye-bye. Please, don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to say bye-bye. It doesn't pay anything at all to stay with somebody that cannot impart your life day in, day out. It doesn't make any difference at all staying with them. So today, think about being great. Think about right people. Think about right environment. Think about right movies. Think about right books. Think about things that will help you to thrive in life. I bet you, the next time we meet, you're going to say thank you for today's message. God bless you.
Thank you for joining us today on Seize the Day with Reverend Ken Alozie. Join us again next Friday by 5 p.m.